You are now tuned to BS3 Network. BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
It's Queen 3 and King. It's Queen 3 and King. Queen 3 and King, we the team, it's going down. We the talk of the town, it's going down. We royalty, wear our crowns, it's going down. Tune in now, it's going down. Queen 3 and King, we the team, it's going down. We the talk of the town, it's going down. We royalty, wear our crowns, it's going down. Tune in now, it's going down. It's Queen 3 and King on BS3 Network.
Hey, surprise. Is it a surprise if we were here last week? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Sorry.
So yeah, is it a surprise if we were here last week? No, I don't know that it is. But we are back again for another episode of the Hot Girl Summer Series. And today we are talking about the pride of a woman. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Latoya, aka Doc. I am also a co-host on the show Perspectives. It happens on the BS3 network on Thursdays at 8:30. Catch us there where we are sharing our perspectives. And by we, I mean me and my illustrious co-host, Eric the Intellect Butler. And now I'm going to pass it to the season queen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm one of the hosts on Queen 3 and Queen. King. Yeah, Queen 3 and King. And I am a little slippy today. That's why I'm talking.
It's okay. It's been a very long day.
It has been for me, really. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm Doc's sister.
All right, Mika. She froze.
You frozen?
Is it me or is it my internet?
Might be your internet.
Because it could be you, baby. You ice cold, but you're not frozen. But it's the internet.
Okay, Dr. Selena, you want to introduce yourself while Mika figure out her internet?
Lord.
So I'm Dr. Selena Smith. I'm a trauma-informed practitioner and also the producer for Man Talk Mondays that comes on Mondays on Facebook. Glad to be here again. We had such a good time last week, and so I'm excited to be back today.
We did. We was in here having a good old kiki last week, wasn't we?
Yeah.
It's a girls' night for me.
Right? I should have had some wine. Who had some in their cup last week? I didn't get any.
Probably Mika or Selena.
I didn't have none last week, but I have some today because today,
all right now.
I think today was damn for everybody.
No, today was a lot. Today was a lot. Yeah. But we are here. We are pushing through because that's what hot girls do. We got a video today, right? Y'all want to roll the video? Let's get into it.
Let's roll.
The fact that y'all think that all Black women feel like they're ugly and have textures and features towards themselves is rooted in racism, colorism, texturism, and featurism. Because you don't come on here every damn day and night and say, white women, you should be proud of your straight platinum blonde hair. You don't get on here and say, oh, Brazilians, you should be proud of your wavy hair. What you get on here and say is, Black women, we wish you would love your 4C hair more. The same 4C hair that we've drugged you about for the last 100 years. Don't worry about your bell pepper nose. Even though every woman in the beauty standard has a little teeny tiny nose with an upward pointing tip. When people come on here and they constantly address Black women as if we are just automatically low self-esteem, low self-worth, and that we hate our features, that's rooted in racism and the subscription to the American beauty standard. When I put on this wig this morning, I didn't sit down and say, I want to look like a black woman. Like, y'all assuming that is racist. There's nothing wrong with the hair underneath the wig. You can go videos back, you can see it. There's nothing wrong with the lashes, the eyes without the lashes, the eyes without the contacts, the nose without the contour. There's nothing wrong. What is wrong is that you won't allow black women to just participate in average, everyday American things without constantly critiquing and think piecing their actions. Beauty is a global female interest. Every single culture that has women has ways of beautification, and all of them are different. But when we see Black American women taking part in these things, when I see these little girls on here doing wigs, I'm like, oh, that's creative. They doing the parts and the colors and the updos. I don't think this girl, oh, she wanted to look white. She hates herself. No. The fact that you think that is why Black women walk around here and they do cover their 4C hair. And you may have some who aren't as confident because you're constantly telling them, oh, your features are different. Your features are so different, but you should still be proud. Like, just stop picking apart people's appearances and let them live.
Baby, she said a lot.
A whole lot.
A lot. Okay, Dr. Selena, what's your takeaways from that?
Well, for one, I think that people look at us and the things that we do because we're extra, right? When it comes to how we step out. But I think, at least for me, I got it from my grandmother. She's like, don't you step out this house looking any kind of way, right? Because that's what they expect, right? And so I think when we show up and we have our hair done and our makeup done and our lashes and all of the things, I think it's a bit of personal expression. And when we have our locks and when we have our braids and all of the things, that's cultural expression, right? We're trying to make sure that we're seen, that we're acknowledged, and our hair is our crown. And so for me, I think that's the way we show who we are. We express our personalities through our hair, through how we dress, through our clothes and those things. And I think if someone takes that as something negative, I think they're taking a part of our narrative that we're trying to put out, to create, and making it something negative. I don't care how you wear your hair. If that's your expression of your personal expression, then I think that's beautiful because you know who you are, you know what you like. Mm-hmm. And then you go out and you show up as that person.
Oh, I love that. Nicole, did you have any takeaways?
Yes. I'm right there with Selena. And when I seen the video for the first time, it was it actually took me back to when I was little, when I was a little girl, and in kindergarten and age, that I would always, there was all I don't know if I should say, I don't know if I should say the word or not, but some people would think that, oh, well, how did you get your hair to go this way, and all this kind of stuff about the little girls. And so it was a little and I had an experience with some kid at the school who had asked me, why did your mom make your hair do your hair like that and stuff? Mm-mm. And yeah, and one incident I had was a girl who cut my hair. In middle school. My mom not in middle school, in elementary, and my mom went up there to the school when I told her that what happened. So I've had a lot of experiences with that, basically. Mm-hmm. And I would never wish that on anybody.
I know that's right.
Especially on any kids or any adults either, but that's what happened.
I feel like that's assault. I feel like if somebody cut your hair, that's assault.
Yeah, absolutely assault.
Yep.
Yeah. That's wild. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's a mess.
Yep.
Mika, I know you saw the video earlier. Do you have thoughts on the video?
Hey y'all, I'm so sorry. I don't know what was going on. I bet that laptop didn't do that on these meetings today.
They was like, ma'am, this is not Zoom, so we will not be working. This is not Teams.
I'm so sorry, y'all. My thoughts on the video was, I have to remember what the video was. And what was the question, Latoya? Doc, if you can tell me, what question did you form around the video?
No. We were just asking for reflections first. It was the video of the lady saying, you know, let us do our hair, let us be good with our hair.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't mean that we don't like ourselves. It's actually a form of racism. It was that video.
Okay, that video. The word that I got from that was, it wasn't pride, believe it or not, it was intimidation. I think we intimidate people with the pride that we have within our hair, within our nails, within our skin, within what we do, how we walk, how we present ourselves. So I went from that perspective. Hey, you see what I did? So I went from that perspective in the way of it's pride, but to others it can be perceived as intimidation. So those were my initial thoughts with that one.
Right. So I think when I saw the video, the immediate word that came to me was rest, because we can never be left alone. It don't matter what we're doing. We out here like living our lives, minding our business, like minding my Black business, retwisting my hair, putting my wig on, doing my like whatever I'm doing. And it has to be an issue. And so like let us rest. Like that's really what came up for me. Like, how come everything we do has to be a form of, like, it has to be topic of conversation. It has to be, she's doing this because she don't like this, or she's doing that because they don't like that. Nah, like I'm good. Like I'm chilling. I'm me. I'm
getting my hair braided for me because I want to be cute. Me.
Right. And because I don't want to comment every day.
I think the problem is that we're showing up now in places that we were excluded in before.
Absolutely.
And so now that we're showing up in those spaces with our locks, with our wigs, with our extensions, with our 30-inch bust downs, you know, with our braids.
I'm gonna get a bust down for the winter.
Okay.
So I think that's why it has to be topic of a conversation, because it can't be whether or not we're qualified, because we're overqualified in most cases.
Every time.
So they can't talk about that. So they got to find something that's different to talk about, which is how we appear in our lives. And I went to an orientation today, y'all. And I asked myself, why did I go? But I went there and I felt so overdressed. Because I put on a suit. Now, because I was like, it's a business
orientation.
And people had on flip-flops and jeans and tank tops, holy things. And I said, my grandmother would roll over in her grave if I showed up at this orientation in these things. But I said, we have to overcompensate to go in spaces that we're overqualified for.
Every time.
No, but we have to overcompensate, because if I was the one that was in the flip-flops.
Oh, honey.
If I was the one in the holy jeans or in the tank top, then that would be a topic. I would be pulled to the side possibly and say, hey, let me talk to you about what's appropriate.
Yeah.
But because I wasn't the one, there was no topic of conversation. But I kept thinking, like, this ties into what we're talking about today. Is like we have to overly show up pride, you know, with pride, as opposed to our counterparts, because we're now in areas and we're stepping in rooms that we were excluded from before.
Been excluded from.
It's like it's the thing that we always say, like we have to do more and be better than the best to just be considered enough. Like it's that same thing, because I promise you, if you'd have had your flip-flops on, they'd have pulled you to the side. You said it was Dr. Selena. We don't wear that. Like they'd have been on it if you had your flip-flops on.
For real.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good, y'all. Okay, look, can we hit the comments really quickly before we get into the questions? All right, so Jeff Gilliard, aka my husband, who also has a show on the BS3 network. It is called This Dope Cooking Show. It happens on Tuesdays at 5:30.
Come on.
Yeah.
He said, let's go, ladies. Hot Girl Summer Series Part 2. He said, do your hair, but don't go to the dollar store with a bonnet on. Can we pause there for a second? How y'all feel about the
Please
bonnets?
sit here. Please park.
Yeah, let's just stay here for a second. How do y'all feel about the bonnets?
Listen,
Go on,
it
Dr.
takes my husband to tell y'all. We went to a restaurant, and it wasn't like an expensive. I think it was Gloria's or something, right? So it wasn't like a high end restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And two ladies had bonnets on, and I try not to be. Have y'all seen those commercials where it's like, "Don't be your mother or your father"?
Yeah.
I try not to be that person to be like, "Boo, like you are so beautiful." Like I want to go and say, like, you don't have to wear this bonnet. But Derek was like, "Don't you dare go over there and say that." It drives me insane just because I feel the spirit of my dead grandmother rising up. Like, I know good and well you didn't walk out this house. And not only one person, but two people that were there together. So that means you really don't like you because she allowed you to go and then you went to
Right.
with a bonnet on out in public. And it wasn't McDonald's, but it wasn't a high-end restaurant. It wasn't like Nick and Sam's, but it wasn't McDonald's. Like you still out in public with bonnets on. And that's how people perceive us. Like we just throw on whatever and go out. And every time I see somebody in a bonnet outside of the hotel lobby of somewhere, and I'm still perturbed by that, but I let you make it in the hotel, right? Yeah. But why? Like, that's something for the bedroom. That's like you walking around in pajamas to me. That's what you do to protect your hair as you're sleeping. You are not walking around sleep. I hope you're not walking around sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And so bonnets really bother me just because it doesn't show that you put your best foot forward before you walk out the house.
I totally agree with Selena, and some of us may be like that. Y'all doing too much. You're putting too much emphasis on it. But I feel like we take pride in the big things, but not the small things. So when we take pride in the bigger things, we're not taken seriously. Mm-hmm. So when we walk outside with those bonnets, and they're not just black bonnets, they're bright. They're all out there. You're gonna see it's a mess. We see you, sis. We see you. So the bonnets need to come off, like in public. And as an educator, I would hate to see parents come to the schools or the admin building and it's bonnets. Right away, we have a preconceived notion they're not serious. So I'm not gonna take them seriously. So they couldn't even take this off in the car before they walked in to have this conversation. So yes, bonnets do annoy me, and some people may be like, "That's just too much, y'all being extra." But in order to be taken seriously, you have to take pride in it, and at least that take your bonnet off. You can't have a 10-minute conversation without taking your bonnet off. You got to protect your hair for 10 minutes. If it's that bad, you shouldn't come out.
Or put one of them beautiful wraps that we got, those Afro stitches. Put that on.
Put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, what you think about the bonnets?
The bonnets is a no for me in public, period.
So I used to try to be like, well, that's her. If she wants to wear her bonnet, I'm not wearing mine, like ever. But now, y'all, I'm against it because I get secondhand embarrassment. Like when you walk in with your bonnet, I think everybody's now looking at us. I don't think they're just looking at you. I think they're looking at me too. I am embarrassed. I am upset. Why did you know how people used to say, like, don't talk like that in front of company, or like, don't do this in front of them people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's how I feel. Like, why you go out there in front of them folks like that? I don't like the bonnets in public no more. It's a no for me. Okay, next comment. He says, it's a form of expression for sure. Yeah, hair is. He was talking about hair. Okay. Professionalism is not one of the key points of appropriateness. Okay, maybe. Because what's appropriate may not be professional. Like if I cuss somebody out, that might be appropriate, but it's not professional.
Right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Because, baby, I've been there.
All right, the bonnets in public, though. Okay. Dr. Selena is spot on. She did that. All right. Because we are Black, mediocre is not okay. I think it's never okay for us.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, and sometimes I just be like, Lord, give me the confidence of a mediocre white man because they really just be doing whatever. I just be like, I'm out here double checking, proofreading, getting somebody else to look at. Like, I'm stressed, and they just be out here like, whatever.
Running through ChatGPT, running past people. Let me put this in front of you.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
Yes.
With this court, I was in this courtroom one day for like some children things. And the lawyer, the judge asked the lawyer, okay, so let's revisit this case on this date. Put that on your calendar. He put out a piece of stapled together papers and was flipping through. He printed out his calendars for 6 months. He said he'd do it for 6 months. And it was like an older white gentleman. And he flipped over and was like, let me write that. And the judge said, you don't have a device that you do? No, this is how I do. And I said, if I were to show up with some stapled together pieces of paper, baby, like, please, I need to get with the program, get with the times. But they can be that mediocre and say, like, this is just who I am. Like, we didn't have
I ain't changing it.
I'm not going to try to evolve. Like, we have to evolve all the time.
Every time.
Evolving.
Yes.
And they don't have to. They can just show up without like embarrassment and flip through some papers. And I was in awe, and I said, I could never show up and do that without being like, they'd be like, she's not professional.
Next, she's not even prepared with her papers.
She's not prepared.
Yeah, but they'd be so confident, y'all. They just be like,
Yeah.
Here we go.
So I have a question coming from that.
Come on.
Does having a lot of pride in what you do in your work and your clothing and your being every day, because it's how we are every day, does it make you tired?
Absolutely. Okay, Dr. Selena, I'm gonna let you take it first, but I'm tired thinking about the answer. Come on.
Well, I would just say I think it makes us tired because we have to do extra.
Right.
Like our counterparts can just show up. We have to prepare before. We have to be ready and on point and shining in the midst at that point. And then afterwards, we got to be on point too. They just show up. And whatever comes out, whatever they say comes out, however they show up, you just accept. We can't do that. We can't just show up. We have to show up on point physically. Like our hair, nails, outfit, shoes got to be together. Our diction has to be together. How we speak has to be together. They can say whatever, and it's not looked at as unprofessionalism. I feel like we walk in with a checklist of are we being professional?
Yeah.
And they just walk in.
And I also feel like professionalism is just another form of racism in most instances, because there are some people who would say my hair is not professional. It's how it grew out of my head. Now, I definitely added a little color, but otherwise, this is absolutely how it grew out of my head. So what's not professional about it? Because Becky down the hall in HR, her hair is green. And when is the last time we saw green hair? So I do think it makes me in particular tired, because now I got to think about what I'm saying. I got to think about how I look. And then I have to think about my face. When you show up with your calendar stapled together, I got to make sure I'm not looking at you crazy, because then they're going to say something about that. They're going to be like, well, why was LaToya looking at him like that? I mean, he was writing it on his calendar. So it's just like a lot of moving parts when we're showing up in the world. And I do find that to be quite exhausting, which is why when I was watching that video, I was like, rest. Like, let me be. Like, if I want to wear my lashes, if I want to wear my wig, if I want to lock my hair, like, let me be. Nicole, what do you think about that? Does it make you tired?
Well, I'm not in the workforce anymore, but when I was in there, I had all that. Why did you color your hair, or why you all those ants, and I'm not going to say from who, but it was tiring for sure to act. They have asking me over and over again, how do you do your hair? Who does your hair and all that? And I've had a lot of that in my time.
Mika, are you tired? Because you're in education, so I imagine it's a lot happening.
Yes. And it's even more tiring among, this is going to sound crazy, our Southern communities. because we have to show. I think we all trying to show up, and like you said, we all tired. But I gotta outdo. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. So yeah, I'm tired most days. But again, it's you take pride in yourself. You take pride in your work. You take pride in what you do. You take pride in what you wear. So yes, I'm tired, but I don't think I know any different.
What would it be like to not have so much pride in how you show up, in your professionalism, in your attire? Like, I don't even know that that's a thing. What would that be like? I can't imagine being like, let me throw these jeans that I would wear anywhere with these flip-flops and go to an orientation. To me, orientation means exactly what Dr. Selena had on, a suit. Whether I had on heels or not, I'm having on a suit because it's orientation. So I don't even know, like, in what world that we could even not have as much pride. Like, what would that even be like?
What does that look like? Right.
I think pride for us is showing up, right? So for others, it might be showing off, like showing off what you have, what you can do, like your pedigree, your degrees, and all of those things. But for us, showing up as our authentic self with all of the things that we do, right, or that we have, is what pride looks like for us.
Yeah, that's good. Are we caught up on the comments? Why can't I see them today? It's weird. Okay, Ben Sutter III said, "Good evening, ladies."
Hey, Ben.
Good evening, Ben.
Hey.
Mediocre white man. No, for real. Like, give me that type of confidence. They be so like ready.
I'm gonna put that on my prayer list for tomorrow.
I really be like, no, for real. I be so serious.
Put that on there.
Do it half beep, like my mama said. Oh, I can't though. I feel like I would be nervous to show up half-ass. Like I feel like
think we have that DNA in us.
Yeah,
because we've always been taught that you got to show up 10 times better.
Yeah.
It looks like today's generation, they don't care about nothing other than the fact that they are present. Yeah, some of these children today, mine too, honey, I had to tell her and be happy they showed up. Yeah, the children, like, I don't know what they're wearing. Why are we wearing hoodies in Texas? It's 95 degrees.
In summer.
I saw a post from a daddy who said, why are y'all spending all of this money on back to school? Because if you be honest, you only need to spend about $250 because the kids are wearing the same hoodie
every day
and pajama pants.
Every day.
On Crocs. And their hair looks like they just wear the they don't need to go get a cut because they have the natural look, right? That's going on. And do they carry books around?
I don't even think they do.
They're on their Chromebooks.
It was like they need some Crocs, a set of pajama pants, a hoodie, and some pencils.
That's it.
And they good.
That is it.
They might need an edge up of they natural.
Let me tell y'all, I've got my boys' hair locked. Why they don't know where their bonnet's at? Why you know your bonnet at? Because it's back to school, so you need a fresh retwist.
Yeah.
We're going in crispy.
Yeah.
I don't know where their bonnet's at. So
we can get one for $5. So you don't need $5,000 for that.
Yep, they don't care. No, they do not care. But if we're thinking about like the hair and what the kids wearing and stuff like that, I have a side note type of question. What's one beauty or style habit you keep no matter what is going on in your life?
Just one?
Just one. Pick your favorite.
My lashes. You could know. Like.
Yeah, I could see that. I used to get my lashes done. I was addicted.
Me too. That's why I
either done or I put them on in the morning. If I leave the house, because I will put the glue on and let them marinate.
Right.
If I leave the house with them on, my day's messed up. We went somewhere. Mika was like, Selena. I said, baby, I'm finna go to somewhere and throw on these lashes because I can't. I showed up to work one day and I went early because it was something going on in the school system where we had to be there like super early. So I was like, oh, I'll put my lashes on when I get in the office. And I was about to, and the school counselor came in to my office and was like, you know, good morning, Dr. Smith. I said, good morning. Looked at her. She said, what in the naked face? She's like, don't you ever, I have never seen you without your lashes on. Don't you ever come in here looking like, and I really felt so. I was like, do not ever leave the house.
And she does not look bad without lashes. I don't know. Like Bronx say, she tricking us. She tricking us.
I'm not doing it. That's one thing that no matter what's going on, I'm gonna have my lashes. I'm gonna keep that up. And we even went somewhere and they were asking like questions with your spouse, and they asked the spouses, what is your spouse's favorite accessory? And so people were like, oh, their watch. And my husband said her lashes. I was like, you better preach, because I'm not going nowhere without my lashes on. I'm just
talk about knowing your person.
Not doing it.
Because you was ready. You was like, oh, lashes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, what about you?
I don't know. I don't actually have any thing to talk about on this one, because I don't wear. I used to wear lashes and stuff like that, and makeup and all that, but I don't do all that stuff anymore.
It's exhausting.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. Mika.
Pre-COVID, I would have to say lashes, because you couldn't beat me at Kay's thing getting my lashes done. I had them done every 2 weeks. Post-COVID, I mean, all my life, one of my best friends, Tabitha, she's also one of our line sisters. We've been together since high school. She would say, Mika gonna keep her nails done. So I'm gonna get my nails. I don't care what, I don't care if I got $3 in the bank. I'm gonna go get some money to get my, even in college.
Yep.
I would go Monday through Wednesday when they had that $15 special, get that fill for $15. I might have had 25. I'm gonna spend 15 on that fill. So my nails are my thing, because I feel like I talk with my hands. Look, sit down. I talk with my hands. So my nails need to be my thing.
Mm-hmm.
My nails.
Yeah.
Well, when you're talking about nails, that's all I do is my nails and my eyebrows. So
love it. Love it.
What about you, Doc?
I feel like working from home has made me very, very lazy. But when it's time to leave the house, I'm going to always have on some earrings. Me and my husband, yes. We left and I was like, he was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I'm out here without no earrings on. Like, what? Like, what we going to do?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's earrings.
I keep earrings and lashes in my car just in case. Now.
Got to. Yeah.
She lying.
Well, I always kept in my car, but that one time when me and Mika was together, I wasn't in my car. I was riding with her, and I was like, if I was
I'm saying it's more than that. You got a little sewing kit, you got a little something. It's a lot in that car.
She's prepared.
It's a lot in the car now.
She is prepared.
Maybe Ethel may say, "Don't you go out this house looking a hot mess or unprepared." And I meant,
and you gotta have lotion.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
I got lotion and a little Vaseline. I don't know who gonna need what.
Got little eyelash glue, little hair glue.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, hair glue.
Deodorant is in there. I mean,
okay, hair glue.
Little wipes. You better have all that with you.
All the wipes for sure. Yeah,
all of the things.
Cause my skin get really dry, and I'll be like, "Babe, I just put lotion on, and it's getting ashy again. I'm not ready." So yeah, lotion.
But again, that's the pride that was instilled in us. But Selena keep mentioning her grandmother, but same thing. My big mama, she didn't let us go out looking crazy either. Like, put that on your elbows. Don't let your elbows be out here looking ashy. Why your neck black? I know some of y'all remember that. What's your neck looking like?
Neck black.
Your neck black. Now get that alcohol out, and we about to scrub your neck. Like,
yes.
So it's just what's been instilled in us. Has it been lost? Yeah, but it's what we still have it.
But think about that one time you step out.
You see everybody.
You see
everybody. Y'all don't even live over here. Why are you at my Quick Trip? You see everybody.
That's why
y'all.
I went out of town one time. I was in Arkansas, somewhere, not even in Texas, right? And I had my hair wrapped up because I'm traveling back to the house. I'm not out in public. We stop at the gas station, so let me run in and go to the bathroom. I come out the bathroom, I'm washing my hands, and all I hear is, Miss Smith. Was like,
one of your students?
One of my students. Why is you in Arkansas? Hair wrapped up. I was like, and I'm like, hey girl, and I'm unwrapping.
Trying to take Yep.
How? Why? And I said, you know what? My grandmama told me, don't you step out that house looking a mess because you don't know who you're going to see.
Yeah.
And first impressions or lasting impressions or whatever impression that they get from you is going to be what you present to them.
Yeah. And I know when I was a kid and stuff, my mom always said, don't leave out of this house without any clothes on, it's with clothes, well, not clothes, but with things that you don't need. And so that's how we grew up. Because if she wasn't gonna have us looking any kind of way, going to the mini yards when she wanted us to go pick up milk or whatever stuff, that was how she did it.
Y'all being PC. I was at a store. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I wrapped my hair up, put it up in a bun, threw on the ugliest t-shirt and bleached pants, and said, let me run to the store. I just need two things. I know I'm going straight in Brookshire's and I'm coming straight out.
Mm-hmm.
An ex of mine was in the store. I said, Jesus Christ.
Every time. You see somebody every time.
And I said, you know, when you see your ex, you want them to see you at your best. Y'all, I eased back and walked out that store like I went to Walgreens. I was like, I'm gonna pay $13 more for these two things, but I'm getting out of here. I was like, that's what my mama said. Go, okay.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Let me see. Can we catch up on the comments? Because I'm behind. Sorry. The conversation's amazing. So
thank you, girl. I know I've been working on this all day.
All day.
You've been taking pride in it. All right, he said, I think that comes from the generations being too lenient, probably because the generations before us was strict. So
Yes.
I'm actually afraid because I don't believe the children are our future. Unfortunately, I think they are.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to be. That's all we got.
Gotta be, yeah. Exactly. Big Mama didn't let us leave the house looking any kind of way. It hasn't translated through the generations.
Because we don't have big mamas anymore. We got grandmas.
There you go.
Honeys and sugars.
Oh, well, I'm not a sugar. I'm Coco. But to my grandbabies. Because that was my nickname when I was growing up.
That's cute. I like that. But now we don't have big mamas no more.
Yep.
So one more thing on the dressing. Like when y'all feel like, does dressing well change your mood or your confidence?
Absolutely.
Look good, you feel good.
What?
If you look good, you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
You get that dopamine and all of the things when you feel like you look beautiful and I'm gonna go outside. Somebody gonna see me.
Okay.
But it's a conference that Selena and I go to most years, and everybody in there are educators and well put together and all that stuff. Everybody's put together. They look good, but it's just something about that. Everybody's feeling good walking around, and nobody feels crazy like Selena felt crazy for being overdressed today. Nobody in there feels crazy for being overdressed. Everybody has their best on. You look good. You feel good. Now that night, are we going to kick it and put on our Greek shirts or whatever else we got coming? Absolutely. But during the day, we're going to present ourselves with pride and professionalism. So, yeah, I think it really changes you, and it changes the people around you. Because so if Selena would have walked in there with a suit and I had on flip-flops and jeans, I would have felt some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that goes along with Black excellence too, because the conferences that we go to is a Black educator conference.
I definitely was going to ask that question.
So, yes, and so of course it's Black excellence, and you know how to show up. All of it's an unspoken rule that when we show up in a professional state, we show up in a professional state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm. So many questions could come from that, but go ahead.
No, I wonder. So, like, I mean, the obvious answer is like, okay, racism got to be better, got to do more, can't be mediocre. But why? I wonder why we feel like, or why is it the standard in our culture to like Black excellence, dress your best, and that's not the standard for everybody, and not just how other people, but like that's not the standard for everybody. Mm-hmm. I wonder why that is. Do y'all have thoughts on that?
I was thinking the same thing because if I look around at different cultures, honestly, I don't see other people in pajama pants.
Right.
I don't see other people with bandanas around their heads. I don't see other
Yeah.
people walking around with the trashiest, flip-flops or whatever. But
I do see the flip flops.
okay. Now I thought about that once.
I
I
only
said
wear mine indoors.
now I wear some flip-flops, but they'll be. But I'm just saying, I don't see other cultures doing the stuff that is prevalent to us.
Yeah.
I think for us, especially Black people, I think pride is not vanity. It's more about survival. Because when you think about back in like the slave times and all of those things, they weren't given the best clothes and the best things. And so they're working out in the fields and they're looking sweaty and high, ripped up clothes. But on Sundays, when they got ready for church and they got ready to worship and all of those things, they put on their best. You know how even up until I was about 11, I had Sunday best. You know, my mom was like, church shoes, don't wear them to school. Don't wear your church. You know what I'm saying? Those
That's
things.
right.
And so I feel like that was the day that we were able to show up with our cultural heritage and show up in our Sunday best and do that thing. And so that was the thing that showed we survived Monday through Friday being the masters, whatever. You know, and this is our time where we come and we present our best self to God and we present our best self in worship. And so that's because that's when we are seen as like somebody, I would say, like preachers and we're singing and we're working.
Right.
We're seen as somebody when we have on our best self. And I think that translates now into when we show up. It's not about vanity. This is like, we're letting you know by what we have on, by our posture when we walk in the room. Heads will turn when we come in. And so that's how we show up. I think because we weren't always allowed to talk, right? We weren't able to have a voice in the room.
That's good.
Yes. You're going to see me sitting over there with my church hat on. You're going to see me sitting over there in my Sunday best. I may not be able to speak. I may not even have the floor. You know what I'm saying?
But you're going to see me.
I'm here.
Like you see me.
I'm here. I think that's lost though, y'all. Because why else they got bonnets on at the Dollar General?
Well, they don't know that nobody's telling them stories. They don't know.
But Selena made a good point. Our people who were most seen in the community showed up dressed. Our preachers, our teachers, our folks like that. Now, if you look at teachers, they want Lululemon. Hey, sponsor us, Lululemon. BS3 would come into a place near you. Sponsors, they're comfortable. I love them. However, they're not for work. But you got teachers taking it to work and they in front of their class in a Lululemon and a sweatshirt. So the people who are supposed to be the spokesmen or the spokespersons of our community are not wearing what they need to wear. So we think it's okay because she's a teacher, he's a preacher, she's this, she's that, he's that. And so it's okay. So I can wear that and still be prideful or taken seriously in what I have on.
But those rules don't apply to us.
They don't. And I think, and I don't know who's not telling them, but I think it's common knowledge that those rules don't apply to us, right? But maybe somebody didn't tell them because if they knew better, they would do better, right? We would hope.
Not this generation. They don't think any rule applies to them.
So where are the paint urns at?
That's the problem.
At the club.
With
their bonnets on.
They still got this club?
With their bonnets on.
I think that's the problem because I think like our parents, that still lingers, right? That's still that mindset still lingers from our grandmothers to our mothers. But now, like when I think about when I was in the school system, the parents and how they would show up. Like I've seen several pictures of people with panties on, and I'm not trying to be confrontational in all of the things, but I'm also a proud Black woman, right? So I'm going to meet you at the door. And I'm going to say, boo, like you couldn't have put on some pants. In a loving way. Like I'm going to love on you first. Like, girl, I see you with your booty cheeks hanging out. However, because we have little kids in here, like, can you go home and put on some pants or something? Like I'm going to love on you first.
Right.
But I'm trying to guide you into, like, your kids are seeing you come into a place of business like this. And so what are they going to do? They're going to do the same thing. You have on a bonnet and booty shorts, they're going to wear a bonnet and booty shorts when they turn 10, 12, whatever. I think what's lost is that grandmother who's passing it down to the mother, who's the mother and now down to the kids. And that's what's lost. There's a gap there.
Mhm.
So you're saying our pride was lost in the generations?
In the general gap, not even just the generational gap, but I think because now, and I hate to say this, but there's a lot of mothers who are not mothering, right? And so now grandmothers who are still trying to figure their way as mothers are now having to mother again. And I think without the village of people, because we all grew up with villages, even if
Yeah,
our
we
mama didn't say it, Sister
Somebody
Susan, Mama
said it.
Sally down the street
Mhm.
said it. Now we don't allow people to tell our kids nothing. Right. And so we don't have those villages where everybody has the same mindset around walking outside of your house in pride, like showing up as your best self. And even if your mom was not the one to tell you that, your neighbor told you.
That's
or your
right.
Mhm.
told you, or your cousin told you. But we don't allow our kids nobody to tell our kids nothing.
That's right.
Right. And so because now we don't have a village, we have a group of lost people walking around just doing whatever they want to do and wanting to be accepted that way and taken seriously. And it's not going to happen.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too. But now my brain is thinking, and this is a little off topic, but now I'm kind of like, when did we get to a place where can't nobody tell us nothing and we don't want anybody to say anything to our children? Because I definitely remember my aunts and uncles talking to me sideways and my mama just sitting there like, yep.
Still, you better ask Cadence about me because I got with her the other night and her mama did like to.
Did you?
And so her mama just looked like, I can't save you. You should have shut up because I told her to shut up and you didn't shut up. So I had to go ahead and get with you. But I don't know if it's the parent that raised you that helps you still instill that, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's pride. And when I say that, I mean pride in if you have to correct my child, you trying to tell me that I'm not parenting. Right. When before it wasn't like that. It was like there's going to be things that I miss. Right.
That's right.
And so as a village, I know you're going to step in when I miss. And you're going to have my back. You're going to come in behind me because it's going to be, I'm going to have something going on. I'm going to miss something.
I'm at work.
You got my back. And now everybody takes that as, oh, you trying to tell me how to parent?
That's right.
The parent I can't do. And it's pride.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Carlton Robert Collins said the answer is when the village fell apart. Yeah. And I think that's it right there. Because once we started getting defensive about you questioning my parenting, you talking to my child, blah, 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 are we even a village at this point? Because if I'm a part of your village, then you know that I got you and your baby's best interest at heart. So you're not going to check me. Like I'm not out here beating your baby or cussing them out. Or
that's right.
Like that. If we're in real community, if we're actually in relationship with one another. So I think that was an amazing answer when the village fell apart.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, y'all can all be my kid. I mean, I don't know.
Do what to your kids?
You gonna do what? What we gonna do?
Go on, get them together. Go on, get them together.
And will.
And send a bike. Now I'm gonna get them together again.
Okay.
And you know Coco gonna get them together.
I expect.
Yeah, because ain't nobody playing that. But again, I think that's where we lost pride. Like when the village fell apart, pride left with all of that.
Mm-hmm.
When Big Mama and them went on to be with the Lord, so did the pride. You can't tell nobody anything now.
Yeah, can't.
That's so true. All right, I'm gonna circle it all the way back around to pride, and then we're gonna wrap it up from there. So, question: how has comparison to friends, family, social media shaped your ability to feel proud? Mika.
Say it again.
How has comparison to your friends, family, social media, whatever, shaped your ability to feel proud?
That's a good question. You should have sent that to me before the show, though.
I actually did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see
Okay,
I see that part of it, but
sorry, Doc.
Y'all know y'all heard that comparison is the thief of joy.
Thief of joy. Yeah, come on, Holy Spirit.
Comparison is the thief of joy and the silencer of self-pride. And what I think is that because social media, before you had to try, not I mean, yes, you were competing with your family members and your friends, right? Because your grandma said, well, you know, such and such did this and all of that.
Yeah.
But now we are competing with the highlight reels of the world because it's going on social media. So now it's not just our first cousin and y'all two being compared to each other, but now you're comparing yourself to millions of people global, and they only showing you they highlight reels, right? Their best things is what they're showing you. And so
the best weekends, yeah.
Absolutely. So I think it steals not only joy, so like it's the thief of joy, but it also steals the opportunity for us to have pride in ourselves, right? And I'm not saying being prideful, because being prideful is all about ego, comparison, and things like that. But I mean, like sheer being proud, right? Like that gratefulness, that achievement that you feel. And I feel like without comparison, if you solely focus on the goals that you've set for yourself and that you're accomplishing, or that you're on your way to accomplish, right, then that allows you to have self-pride, as opposed to comparing yourself to the masses, which you're never going to measure up, because all you're looking at is their highlight reel.
Not only that, I want to add to that. A lot of times when we are looking at other people, especially on social media, not necessarily in our family, you really can't compete with, like, if you, no tea, no shade, because somebody got to do it. But if you're the janitor and you have no other aspirations except to be the janitor, cool. But if you're watching somebody who, I don't know, sells houses, and you're competing with their lifestyle, or you're like, oh, I'm about to do this, you're never going to make it. You're never going to then be satisfied with what you have, because the real estate agent can go sell 2 houses, have 100,000, go travel real quick. You can't do that. So the comparison, to me, just kind of sets you up for depression and anxiety, and to be upset and worried about what you do not have, but you can't really compare where you can't compete. And so I think a lot of times people got to be realistic with what they have before they start saying, oh, well, I want this lifestyle like so-and-so. I want this lifestyle like so-and-so, because you don't know what so-and-so gave up. You don't know the sleepless nights. You don't know how many cold calls they made. Sold that house. Like, you don't know what so-and-so got going on, and you like, I just want to live like them. Well, baby, y'all are in 2 different tax brackets, and we really have to be realistic about what's going on. Take pride in what you have, and if you don't feel good about it, you got to do something different. That's what I think.
See, I spun it differently. One of my favorite quotes Selena quoted, comparison is a thief of joy. But it's also like, when it can be the thief of joy, but I'm taking the opposite of pride that we've been talking about tonight. That pride can make you not want to ask that person, how did you get there? What'd you do? How'd you, what was this? When you were there, how did it go? When your finances look like this, what'd you do? So I think we should sometimes take that pride out of it when we're looking at these comparisons and say, how'd you get there? Because it was, people always say you're one decision away from the best or the worst. So I think we have to sometimes take ourselves out of that pride and go ask that person, how'd you get there? Because it's natural to compare ourselves to people, right? It's natural to want the best. It's natural to want the next thing or the greatest thing. So I think we have to sometimes take ourselves out of that and be able to ask those people, how'd you get there? What happened? And how can I get there? And sometimes we don't do that because of our pride and the negative side of pride.
Okay. I like that. Nicole, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I'm just proud to be in y'all presence.
We proud to have you here. Let's see. I had missed this one. Okay. Carlton Robert Collins said comparison is the graveyard that houses contentment, gratitude, and self-love. Y'all got thoughts on that? Okay. That was good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was good. Y'all want one more question?
Yeah, go for it, Chad.
Let's see. I feel like we talked about this. Oh, why do so many people feel uncomfortable saying they're proud of themselves? Oh, you ready? Go on.
No, that's a good question, but
It was in that message you didn't read.
Dog, you're not gonna keep saying Mika didn't check
Do you
the
mean
message.
like us specifically, like Black women?
Yes, us specifically.
I think us specifically Black women, because we're seen as arrogant if we do.
Yes, absolutely.
Like it doesn't translate like it translates to others, right?
Yeah.
Our counterparts. Because if we say that we're proud of ourselves, it looks like arrogance.
It does.
And we don't want to come off as arrogant. We want to come off as sophisticated and all of the things. But if we say I'm proud of myself, because think about it, when somebody gives us a kudos or compliment, we be like, oh,
yeah. It wasn't any. It was nothing. Thank you.
It was nothing.
Just lying.
Y'all, it was when I got my doctorate, it was like the biggest thing in my mind. Like I was so proud of myself. I was so, like I was on 10,000.
Yes,
and I went somewhere with like some church people that I hadn't seen in a minute, and they had said congratulations to me, and I said, for what,
ma'am?
My husband looked at me. It's like, oh, I know you didn't say for what. I was like, well, what did they congratulate me? Because I forgot a little bit. But I wasn't thinking that. And he said, why are you diminishing? Like at home, you were on 10,000 and you get out here. And when somebody gives you a kudos or an accolade, you snuff out the light.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want to appear as arrogant. But I think that's what we're taught. Because if we go in spaces and we're this and our accolades and someone said, I was somewhere with the principal and she said, I'm the proud principal of the whatever the name of the school was, and we have excellent. And I was at a table with other people and he was like, sounds arrogant. And I was thinking, if somebody that looked like you had stood up and said that about their campus,
that's right.
I wonder what they would said that.
They would not have.
And I was like, if we say anything, if we're proud of ourselves, if we say anything about being proud of ourselves, we're seen as arrogant. We don't get the same.
That's true.
Pass that they get.
I think I'm with Selena. I always, sometimes Black women who keep themselves together are kind of perceived as, she thinks she cute, she thinks she all this, she thinks she this, she thinks she that, and I've always kind of tried to veer away from that, because you don't think anything. Girl, I just wanted my hair braided. Girl, I just wanted my nails done. Girl, I just wanted that pedicure. Get out of here. I just want these lashes. This for me. I wake up want to be cute for me. And even when it comes to big accomplishments, as y'all talking about, I'm looking up even back at some of the stuff. For my master's, I didn't walk because I was like, it's all right, no big deal. People do it all the time. Or my birthday, I have a hard time being celebrated for different. I'll be like, I'm good. People have birthdays every day. And even I just got a new job. Didn't say nothing. Just said, got a new job. Woo! And exited. But you never.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. But you just don't want to be perceived as arrogant and cocky, and she thinks she all that. No, I don't. I just want to be sitting in the crowd. Give me a glass of wine. I'm good.
I think we've been conditioned to shrink ourselves.
We have.
So we're not threatening.
Yeah.
So that we don't come across as threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never want to be that. So
ever. Don't even get me started on angry and loud. But I agree. I think it's not wanting to be mislabeled, because a lot of times how we perceive ourselves and we just showing up doing our thing is not how others perceive us, which takes us back, tying it all together in a pretty bow to the video when she was like, just let us live. Let us wear whatever we want to wear. Let us do whatever we want to do. It doesn't mean that we don't have pride. So I think that's a lot of it, not wanting to be mislabeled.
But Doc, what is wrong with saying, hey, I got a new job. Hey, I got a new degree. Hey, I got
nothing. And I think you should shout it from the mountaintops.
No.
But because I don't think we do
we'll
that.
Never change our we'll never change the perspective on Thursdays at 8:30. You'll never change the perspective if we don't start doing something different. Like if we stick with the norm, then we're going to keep shrinking. We don't stop shrinking until we stop shrinking.
Yeah.
Have you stopped drinking?
Huh? What she said?
I said, did you have you stopped drinking yet?
No, babe, I'm always have the best bottle of tequila and best bottle of wine,
Let
and
'em
I'm
know.
okay with all of it.
Let them know.
So we're gonna have the best. We gonna drink with the rest. Hello.
All right. Well, y'all drink for me.
Invite me because I'm gonna drink too.
Come
for
on,
myself.
Doc.
Yeah. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's do final thoughts. Mika, final thoughts.
Pride can be attacked from many ways. That's why this topic was super, super, super special for us, because you can attack it from many ways. And I think pride, when taken in a positive way, can be positive for our community. I think it's something that needs to be instilled back into our community. And it doesn't have to take a big mama. It can take a TT. It can take a special godmama. It can take a mama. It can take a friend of a friend. It can take a teacher that can instill this pride back into this community. I think we need to start doing more and being more intentional. I think small intentional things will bring pride back into our community.
Yeah, for sure. Nicole?
Well, as what Mika was talking, the Holy Spirit is telling me that we all have a job to do here on earth before we go to heaven.
For sure.
And we need to do things in decent and in order. Period. And there's no other way around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No way around it. So that's what the Holy Spirit has put in my heart.
Thank you. Dr. Selena?
Yeah. I would say that in Black families, or as Black people, right, pride is shown and not spoken. And so I would say that self-pride is really that quiet confidence in how you show up for the world, how you show them that you have value, you know, and that you're here to solve a problem, whatever that problem may be. But I feel like we can't just show up nowadays. We have to show up and speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, speak up.
That was good with the speak up. Okay, so my final thoughts are, please take your bonnet off and stop embarrassing us. Have a little more pride, because unfortunately we live in a world where your appearance matters.
Yeah,
it just does.
It does.
And people just not gonna take you seriously if you have your bonnet on in public, and it just kind of is what it is, right? Like, I'm cool with the bonnets on TikTok because you laying down in the bed, but like outside where we all are, let it go. So that is it. All right, so that's it for tonight. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every like, every share, every comment, we love, we see, we appreciate. And we are going to be back for the Hot Girl Summer Takeover next week, same time. We'll see you there.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bro, bring the hook in. Queen 3 and King, we the team, it's going down. We the talk of the town, it's going down. We royalty, wear our crowns, it's going down. Tune in now, it's going down, it's going down. We just hit you with another one. It's going down, we just hit you with another one. It's going down, we just hit you with another one. Tune in now, we just hit you with another one. It's Queen 3 and King. It's Queen 3 and King. It's Queen 3 and King. It's Queen 3 and King.